Welcome to our Managers Away Day. Today our focus is on leadership. It's about breaking down silos, drawing everyone from across our 18 services together and developing a one community mindset and expanding the knowledge of each other, working closely together, forging and building healthy working relationships. And it's about building a cohesive leadership team for the future. So here we are today at Lakeside, ready to go with loads of different activities which will test them. The idea is to stretch them, but also have some fun.
So our task is a dominoes challenge. We have got to all work together, but we've got different sections. So our team is the start section. So we've got to make sure that we use all, maybe about 150, 200 dominoes. And we've got to make some kind of pattern. We've just had it introduced that we've got to try and get a domino into a cup that's going to be sat on the table. So we're not quite sure how we're going to get the domino to jump at the moment. It's definitely using my brain power to think about how we're going to do it. I think the pressure of being first and our dominoes not working is quite high, but I'd rather that than be last.
The domino challenge, we break one big large team into 5. Each table has a set of dominoes, 150 dominoes, and a team captain. And then what we do is we issue the task, and then every sort of 10 minutes or so, we'll change the nature of the task, or we'll add some changes in there. And what we're after is their reactions or their responses to these changes, and whether they can adapt quickly enough to this. And the idea is that they'll all work together. 5 teams will come together to work as one to topple 750 dominoes at one go in a big kind of finale, a big crescendo of dominoes, which will topple all at the end. That's the plan.
We put a piece of the domino over the edge of the table thinking it would work, and it didn't work, and it was my error, so I'll take one for the team.
And now we come to a phase of the day where we break them into small teams and put them through what basically is like an old school It's a Knockout, all team building activities. And all these require a degree of, the team has to work together. You've got to be connected in this. You've got to be engaged. You have to have a strategy and develop a plan and a strategy and execute that strategy. So what we've got is we've got a crack the code activity across this side. And in this one, there's some rules in there like only the leader can speak. The leader can't touch any of the equipment, but they've got to formulate a way to communicate and to be able to navigate that one to be successful. Parallel lines across this side, it requires people working in pairs. They've got to be really, really tight on the lines on this one to execute whatever's happening in the mission. Across the top, we've got key punch. That's a whole team working together. As you can see, success gets celebrated as well. The whole team working together to achieve the whole challenge in one go against the clock. And then across this side, we've got a couple of team games at the top. One is Tower Up, which is a building game which requires some precision. It requires everybody working together and being engaged at the same time. Everyone has to be on the lines. And the final one is using some guttering on a relay, which if they're effective or not, they reload and go again. All of this stuff should be transferable to work, and it should all fit within that leader environment.
So we've done 3 exercises so far. I think the one I enjoyed most is the golf ball one, because it created quite a level of strategic energy and teamwork to actually make sure that the ball stayed really straight. We made a few errors, but actually after probably about 15 seconds, we've got the feel of it, and we knew exactly what we were doing. So that was the best one for me.
And the final bit of today is our breathwork masterclass. And we use a gentleman called Dan Hughes from Vita V, who just really understands fairways and understands it well. And within this environment, there can be a lot of emotion and a lot of stress throughout the day. So helping build knowledge and experience and teaching people how to breathe more optimally, how to inhale and exhale more optimally with functional breath, and then building through to be able to understand how to lower stress and lower our heartbeats through breath work. And so what we'll finish on here is 50 people lying down on probably 30 breath cycles, 3 rounds, and breath holds on empty as well at the end, which is quite crucial to it. And that will conclude our day, and that's one of our big focuses for well-being for the future.